Hello. Oops, got to reset my YouTube. How are you doing? Hey, Wanda. Not doing too bad. Trying to avoid the sun in my eyes. How are you doing? And there goes my dog. Chloe, come. See if she'll hear me. Right on. Hang on. I'll be right back. Chloe, come. Good girl. Couch. Couch. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Watch out. Oof. Good girl. Oh, it's just a slushy, Joshua. Hold on, Chloe. Yeah, I got it. I got it. It's right here. That dreaded sunbeam right in my face. Here, let's see if I can do this. Here you go, buddy. Come here. Hey, not so greedy. Gentle. Perfect. Good girl. Thank you. This one is Spike, and this one is Chloe. In a little bit, I'll do a mini unboxing. I got something from Wish today. Not sure what it is. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff back in January and December, and it's all coming in now. This says, I think I know what it is. Hey, Donna. Let me know what I forgot to do. Copy. Thank you, Donna. There's the link. Donna, you need to get on the StreamYard account with Anthony, Ken, and I. Because then you can just pop up into chat or into panel whenever you want. And just, if you want to sit in the basement and listen, or if you want to be on panel or whatever. And that way, if you want to do your own live streams, you don't have to worry about the 20 hours a week. I mean, we're already paying for it. You might as well use it. Just get the information from Anthony and, you have to do a login where it sends a code to the email for the account. And then you just type in that code and then you're logged in until you change computers or log out. So what are you guys all up to today? All right, Nana. They sent a message to Julie. Julie was going into withdrawal from YouTube. She's been so busy this week, so I told her I'd do a live for her. Doesn't look like she's even on Facebook right now. Hello to everybody that just came in. Nightbot is throwing out a link. It says, help Roy get his knee fixed. If you haven't heard my spiel about it, here it is. Roy is Container Man 68. He's been off work for a while because his truck was broke down. And then he tore the meniscus in his knee and he has to have surgery to fix it. And that's happening at the end of March. And then he'll be off for at least 3 weeks for it to heal. And he's just needing help with basics, bills, food, daily living stuff. Because if he's not driving, because he drives a big rig, if he's not driving, he's not getting paid. So this is kind of an ongoing fundraiser. If you can help at all, that would be awesome. Oh, he got the truck back. Okay, that's a good thing to hear. But he's still going to need help while he's off work to, help pay for the surgery, help while he's recovering and all of that. So, oh, Julie's coming. Right on. I haven't seen Canadian Witches in a few days either. So Joshua, is he driving again? Well, he's waiting for a surgery. Oh.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Not too bad.
That's good. How's everybody else?
I know Donna's out smoking before she comes up.
Oh, okay.
So
Roy got his truck back?
Yep.
Oh, good. When's his surgery?
His surgery is at the end of March.
Okay.
I guess he's back to driving, so that's good.
Oh.
That's a little bit of money in his pocket.
Oh, good.
Surgery.
That's good. Good. So are you having a sloshy or a slushy?
I wish it was a sloshy. No, it's just a slushy. I gotta behave myself. I'm having let me see. It is on March 11th. I'm having a smart pill study done for my stomach.
Oh, okay.
So you swallow a big old pill that's actually a camera, and it goes through your whole digestive system and takes pictures along the way. And you wear a monitoring thing, and then when you pass the pill, you take the monitoring thing back in, and then they can see all the pictures and kind of determine if there's anything beyond what they've already figured out is wrong. So
that's pretty wild.
Well, it's better than the old-fashioned way to do it is to scope you from the top and then scope you from the bottom.
Right.
And they still can't get to everything.
Right.
So this way they can actually get a whole look at your entire digestive system.
Yeah.
Uninterrupted.
That's pretty cool. So do you have to do like a cleanse or anything like that? Or
I just can't eat from like midnight the night before and then until I take the pill. And they give you like a breakfast bar kind of thing to go with it.
oh,
And then I can't eat for 6 hours after I take it. And
wow.
then normal diet after that. So, hey, Ron,
Hey, Ron.
there's a link higher up in the chat. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll drop another one.
So basically, you kind of have to go 12 hours without eating.
Pretty much, yeah.
But that's better than having to. Oh, hold on just a second. My husband just got home.
Mm. Hello.
Hello. What's
How are
going
you?
on, ladies?
Not much. Well, actually, there is. Hey Cherokee. Yesterday I took my placement tests for the college I'm going to,
Oh, yeah.
and I tested like super high in the reading and the reading comprehension and all of that. And I actually this blew my mind. I have no idea how the fuck I did this, but I actually tested high enough in math that I tested out of the basic algebra class. So all I have to do is pay $50 and I've got my math credits.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
You were so worried about that.
I was.
That's awesome.
I think it's because for the last 9 years, I've lived with a guy who learned how to do algebra in his head from building pole barns and doing, construction and stuff like that. And he's taught all that to me little bits at a time over the time we've been together. And I didn't realize that I had remembered it or that I was using it. But when I took this test yesterday, I only used my scratch paper for one problem. And then I realized it was one I could have done in my head, but I had to give back my scratch paper and they're like looking at it like, how did you do this? And I'm like, in my head, I mean, there was ones I just didn't know, so I guessed, but everything else I pretty much did in my head, and I did good on it. So
That's awesome. I'm happy for you.
I'm quite happy about that because I was really dreading that math class.
I know you were.
And that's just 3 less credits that I have to worry about.
Yeah.
You know,
You don't have to pay for them, right? Well, just the $50.
Yeah, just the $50. Otherwise it would be a couple $100.
Yeah.
For them, so that'll save me some money
and time.
And then today I had an appointment at 1:30. They called me and I am registered for summer classes. I'm taking a computer applications class and human anatomy and physiology for healthcare providers.
Oh, cool. That sounds like a fun class.
Yeah. Jumping right into it.
So you're starting this summer then?
Yeah, I start in May, at the end of May.
Okay.
So thank you, Cherokee.
Hello, Cherokee. How are you doing?
Hey, Cherokee. I have a question. Where's GAFA?
GAFA is no longer on social media.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yep.
I mean, it's just like all of a sudden he's gone.
Yep.
Oh.
A lot of shit kind of came down all at once, and
oh, I like GAFA. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything on any of the social media. It looks like he's dropped off of all of it. So,
keep him in my prayers.
Hey, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Hi, Donna. How are you?
Oh, she's muted. Cherokee said Gaffa was here last night.
Really?
Because as far as I know, he got rid of his YouTube account, but maybe I'm wrong.
Hey, Anthony.
Maybe he's only coming in once in the blue moon.
Hello, Anthony. How you doing?
Hey, Anthony.
No, he's just taking a break, I think. You know, we all have to take a break every once in a while.
Yeah,
You know,
that's for sure. So Sasha got her staples out last night or yesterday. My dog, and she's doing well. They said everything looks good. So
Right on. Have they come back with lab results or anything yet?
no, because they didn't send it off. They kept it. They're keeping it preserved in a jar. And because they got all of it and it was all encapsulated and they got the whole thing. And they said, because they already had taken a sample from it and that's how they knew it was cancer.
Okay.
And so she said, unless it comes back, that they're just going to keep it there so they have it. And they said there's no reason to really send it off.
Yeah.
Because they kind of already know what it is anyway.
Yeah.
And that'd just be an extra charge for me.
Yep.
So they said,
hey, gamer.
Yeah. So, hey, gamer.
hey, gamer.
But the vet's so
gamer.
nice.
Well, good to see you even for just a minute.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in.
Just a hi and bye. Hello, I'm here. Goodbye. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse blew up.
A clock.
Oh, so
Is that your leg warmers?
no, I think I know what it is, but I figured I would open it.
Yeah, I want to see.
Susan's becoming a
Every
wick
couple of days I get something from Wish because I ordered a shit ton of stuff in
You must have.
in January. I didn't realize how much stuff I ordered. It's kind of funny. When it says free and it's like $2 or $3 shipping, you don't really think too much about it.
Yeah.
And then you start getting all the shit coming in. It's like, where the hell did this come from? And some of it, I'm like, I don't even remember ordering this.
That's probably because you had a slushy when you ordered it.
Or something to smoke.
More like a few slushy.
And of course, these come when it's going to be 73 degrees out on Saturday. But they're gloves.
Oh, cool.
And they've got like grippy stuff on the inside.
Oh, nice.
And like a little zipper on the back so they
Those are cool.
Form fit. Now here's the test.
Do they fit?
Ooh, yeah, they do.
Nice.
I'm impressed. They're men's gloves, but they don't fit like men's gloves. They fit more like ladies' gloves.
Everything's small there.
I ordered a 2X pair of insulated pants, like stretch pants, and I got them, and they fit around one thigh, and there were two. And I'm like, seriously?
That's why I don't order clothes from them.
Well, the first thing I ordered from them fit me perfectly, and the shirt that I just got the other day fit perfectly. It just, those pants were like from another planet or something. I don't know. I wear a large. I mean, a 2X should have fit me, even coming from Wish. It should have been close, you know?
Yeah, you would think so.
I mean, I'm losing weight, so maybe put them in the back of my closet for, when I'm 2 more sizes down or something. No, I don't see me fitting into these anytime before I die and decompose a little bit, So.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't know if you saw these. Hang on. I got these the other day. They're my paws.
Oh, those are cute. I love
And they're
them.
warm, too. Hey, Carrie Ann.
Hello, Carrie
Hey,
Ann.
Carrie
How you
Ann.
doing?
So would you look those up under paws or mittens or?
No, they just popped up on my feed. I don't know why, but I started getting a bunch of gloves coming up on my feed, and those popped up.
I want those paws. Those are cute.
I sent to Donna the other day what popped up on my Facebook feed. It was dog and cattle artificial insemination tubes. I'm like, really? This is on my Facebook feed? What the fuck?
That's funny. Donna, have you started your new job yet? When do you start?
Next month.
Next month?
Hey,
I'll
Nancy.
I'll find out more next month.
Cool.
Hello, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
I see you down there, Anthony. Looks like you've got Mount Rainier behind you.
What's he doing down there?
Oh, that's hilarious. Your shirt like disappears into the mountain. That looks like Mount Rainier.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's got cherry blossoms, trees.
Hey, Ian Wrestling King.
Yeah, see how these are blooming?
Yeah.
I have 2 of these in my yard. I have 2 of them in my yard.
Oh, really?
Right
I
on.
always thought those are so pretty.
Yeah, I snuck a whole bag of seed from Japan when I came back. They grow down here
Funny.
really good.
I bet.
I need to go out there. And mine's huge.
Oh, they got bumblebees in them.
I like to hear that. You've
Oh,
got
yeah.
something that's bees. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, because the bees are like disappearing. At least they pollinate that way.
Oh yeah.
I
Well, here I get honeybees, and I get them big old bumblebees. The huge carpenter bees I call them.
Oh, those. Yeah.
every spring I try to plant stuff that's going to flower all throughout the growing season, so that
Well, next
I've
time those
constantly got.
flower, I'll send you some seeds. You hear me? Flowers, I'll send you some seeds.
They probably won't grow up here. I wouldn't get them
Yeah,
through
they
the
will.
winter.
They're
You think so?
used to Japan. You see what's on top of that mountain, though, is snow.
Yeah.
I thought
I'm just saying,
I heard the
mine.
mountain.
Yeah. Here it doesn't snow, so mine grows almost all year long. So,
Okay.
Mhm.
What are
but it
they?
only blossoms. It only
Are those cherry blossoms?
Are they like
Eh,
Japanese cherry trees?
yeah, but they don't get cherries on it. Just flower. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love
A lot of people
some
think when
seeds
I
from them too.
Chinese cherry blossom. Oh, it gets cherries on. I said no, it gets flowers.
No.
I
I'm
had.
just-
I lived in a house with a Japanese weeping cherry, which is
Yeah,
basically the same kind of blossoms, but the tree like hangs down.
yeah,
Absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous.
and they're hard as hell to grow because I've tried to grow. I got one of about 4 foot tall, and then it just died. They're petit.
Yep.
They're it's almost like messing with a bonsai tree. Yeah, too much this, too much sun, it dies. Too much water, it dies. It just, yeah.
Well, the owners of the house told us just to water it when we water the lawn, and
Yeah.
otherwise leave it alone. And we did, and it really liked the Seattle climate, and it grew really well. So
Yeah. Well, it likes cold climate. It likes a cooler climate. Just like your the Chinese, Japanese cherry blossom. They like snow, believe it. That's when they lay dormant.
Yeah.
They probably do well in Iowa then.
They might.
I'm surprised it doesn't well down here because it really doesn't get that cold, but it flowers more than it's supposed to because it's down here, though.
Mhm.
They're only supposed to flower once a year. Mine flowers 3 times. Twice. Well, sometimes 3, depending on the winter. If it doesn't get cold enough,
Yeah,
it'll
they are
blossom the
really
3rd
pretty.
time. Oh,
They
yeah.
are pretty in Washington, D.C. They have them.
And the
They're really pretty.
reason I like them better is because I have 2 dogwoods, but the thing is, the dogwood, you get anywhere around it and you're getting stuck.
Yeah.
Realize a dogwood tree has little spikes sticking out of it all over the branches, the side. If you rub up against that booger or brush it, you're going to know.
We have one of those in our yard, and it's horrible. And it pops the
Dogwood.
tires on the lawnmower.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they fall off and
Yep.
you hit it right, yeah, you got an air leak.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're constantly
They
putting
don't call them
slime in
dogwood.
the tires.
Yeah, that way it oozes out. So I tell people they don't call them dogwood because they're cute to look at like little puppies.
Yeah.
They got a bite like a rockwaller.
Hey, Magical Forums, welcome.
Hey,
That's on his green screen. I mean, it is a real mountain somewhere in Japan, but it's just on his green screen.
Yeah, I can't remember that. It's Mounts. How do you pronounce it? Oh, shit. That sent me the picture.
All right, Carrie Ann.
This is actually in his backyard where he's at.
Oh, wow.
that'd be really pretty.
Look.
It's a volcano.
Yeah. Volcano.
That's what it is. It's just
With a good sign. As long
No,
as that snow stays up there all year, that's a good sign. Now, when the snow starts disappearing,
Yeah.
That's Ron in the bottom right. That's not Allie G.
Yeah.
I don't know who Allie G is.
Neither do I.
He's got a twin.
I thought I killed him a long time ago. I guess not. I must have missed it.
I have no idea where he is.
Trying to find the other one that he sent me.
He looks like I drive a mean. I wish I had a Harley Davidson. No, I just drive a mean car.
I had one. I sold mine last year. My husband and I each had one.
Oh, wow.
I had a Sportster, and he had Ultra Classic Electra Glide.
I would
Here it
love
is.
to get like a three-wheeler,
That's my
but
new
the kind that have the the 2 wheels in the front.
Yeah, those are cool. They
Oh,
steer
that's
a lot
pretty,
easier.
Anthony.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I told my buddy that. I told him
Like a pagoda.
I build on my new property just to piss off the locals.
Yeah, they would. That'd be funny where you live. Have a pagoda.
Julie, next
Yeah.
question is for you.
What? What's
Oh,
my
it
next?
hasn't popped up in StreamYard yet.
Oh.
There it is. Okay, Donna.
I thought you said it was for me.
Well, yeah, they popped up all at once. The question was, is that a dead body on the top right in the bed?
Oh. No, that's Michael. He's taking a nap.
Yeah.
That's her significant other.
Yeah. He's
I
such a
still
hard
think
worker.
you need to get
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say, if you ever watch any of his documentary, he's a hard worker. He needs sleep sometimes.
Yeah. He's tired.
Welcome back, Korean.
He's still got to work on the couples thing, though. Okay.
Magical, we just sit and talk and BS. I do a couple of organized chats, one on mental health, one on dog training. We just kind of hang out, support each other, talk about whatever, anything and everything. Please don't drop the F-bomb in the chat, but other than that, I don't really care. And just be courteous to the other people in the chat, and treat other people like you'd want to be treated. That's kind of the way it goes around here. So
Yeah. His movies is about the only movies I can't go to the theater and watch. Because I piss everybody off when I'm hanging up going, oh man, that's a waste. Jesus, that's a waste.
I don't like horror movies at all. I never have, but I saw a couple of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and actually the one where the kids are in the psych ward.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that one.
Yeah,
I think
which
that
one
was
was
number
that?
3. I was actually in an adolescent psych ward when I saw that movie.
He let you watch it?
Yeah.
I can't believe they let you watch that.
I can't either.
Yeah.
Looking
Oh,
back.
That's funny.
All he needs is a psych ward with a bunch of people screaming in the middle of the night. Franny's in here!
Slow down, Nancy. It's okay.
Hey, Nancy.
Oh, that's funny.
Just trying to get a feel for the channel and feel for us.
That's funny. Oh my God. I remember one time when I was in one for depression and they wouldn't let us watch Thelma and Louise.
I bet not.
Get a convertible. And no, ma'am, you don't need to go to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, mercy.
Well, I don't want to start timing people out just because we don't agree with a couple words they're saying. Let's try to kind of chill out on that and
Move
just
on.
see what people have to say before we time them out.
Hey, like Officer Joe said, ain't nothing here to see. Move along. Move along.
Right.
Move along and get in the car.
Yeah, Joshua, I don't watch scary movies anymore ever. The only ones I've ever seen were like 2 of the Nightmare on Elm Street ones, and
The part that freaked me out on Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, was when she answered the phone and his tongue come out and licked her face. Remember that?
I don't think I saw that one.
That was the very first one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I saw the first one.
That was disgusting.
Yeah, that was.
She's holding
She's
her.
like, hello.
Yes.
You taste good.
Yes. Oh, it was horrible. There's a big old icky tongue, huge tongue comes up.
Susan was talking about, especially when the chick had the shooting up problem and his fingers were all syringes. Party
Yeah.
time!
Ken. Thank you for sharing, Ken.
Hey, Ken.
Hello, Ken. How you doing?
You need food?
Or
Are you hungry?
What's the other part? He turns into the bike and he tells the guy, "Don't dream and drive."
I'll be right back. I've got a dog staring at me because she needs food.
Oh, Hellraiser.
Oh yeah,
Pinhead.
those were good too.
Hey, Ken.
Well, the second one's all right, but by the third and the fourth, they kind of got retarded. As they usually do that far.
Yeah, it's like after so many, it just. Look at Chloe. She's looking at us. She was.
Yeah, like Jason in Space one. Really? Really?
Yeah,
You had to bring
Jason's
them in
got kind of
space.
horrible.
Yeah.
They ran out of places for him.
Yeah. Couldn't leave him in the woods. They had to bring him to space.
I remember that one where I think it was Jason. Was it Jason? Or those teens
Jason.
they were sleeping in their sleeping bags and you're throwing them around
Mhm.
in their sleeping bags. That looked so
Oh, when he
fake.
picked
It
up
was
the
so
sleeping
funny.
bag while they were in there and smacked them against the walls and the trees.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, that made me laugh. It was so.
The scariest
Cheesy. It was
movie that I get into is like I saw the Mummy, the Mummy movies with Brandon Fraser, and I actually went to that with my best friend at the time, and the theater we went to had rocking and reclining seats, and we were the only ones sitting in that particular row, and every time the Mummy popped out, my friend would jump and all the seats in the row would start to rock. It was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
I got a bigger kick out of watching my friend watch the movie than I did out of watching the movie.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's the friend you sit out in front of you. That way you can see the movie and see.
Yep.
Why are you sitting
And I
back
can
there?
always tell
I'm getting a
from the
double
music.
feature.
I could always tell
I
from
used to
the
have a friend
music
like
when the Mummy was going to pop out, but he couldn't figure it out. And
Yeah.
so it would always scare the hell out of him. It just made me laugh good and hard. So,
Yeah. I had a friend I used to do that to. He's like, "Why you always sitting in the back of me?" I said, "Hey, hush, I'm getting a double feature."
Hey, Susan. My husband brought home some supper.
oh, yeah.
So, can I just put myself on mute or
Hey,
put
like,
my avatar up? And then if you need my spot, just drop me down
Okay. You're
and
fine.
I'll come back.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go eat and I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
Okay.
hey, lady, hush and go eat.
Just say I'm hungry. I'm going to eat. Click.
Yeah. You don't like it? Lump it.
Yep. Cherokee, they must have been after him for more than just stealing a package if he got 15 years. He probably had a bunch of other charges on him.
Probably
I
still
had
on
an
probation like that.
Yep.
What's
Like
that,
a friend of
Anthony?
mine, he just got out. I said, most of them are still on parole or probation like idiots, because I just out of serving 15 years. And he's drunk in front of a convenience store on parole. Cops pick him up.
That's not good.
The order, Yeah. soon as they, run his deal, they realize he's on parole. And guess where he's back? Prison.
In prison.
Years. After
Wow.
being in there for 15, 20 years.
You'd think he could keep his drinking in private just to keep out of prison.
I can understand wanting to practice, celebrate them out. That's when you get a bunch of people, some booze, way out in the woods on a campsite, and you don't leave that campsite until you wake up with a hangover. Yeah.
Exactly. Or just do it in the privacy of your own home and don't get too loud while you're doing it.
And make sure you got people that ain't gonna let you leave that privacy of that home either.
Exactly.
And make sure, and another thing, how's it hard to get through your thick skull when they tell you can't hang with people like means anybody else on probation or parole or as an ex-felon, you cannot be hanging with. Period. Means if your dad's an ex-felon, that means you can't be living in the house with him.
Yep.
They got him on several charges. He was drunk. One, he was drinking. He's not supposed to be. Two, public disorderly. Plus, they found out he's living with his dad is a convicted felon.
Hey, Custom Wheel Horse, welcome. Yeah, Donna, the ones that are into narcotics and get imprisoned over and over again, it's a disease, and prison isn't going to help them. They can dry up all they want, but the second they're out, they're looking for it until they get treatment and actually get some healing going on. They're just going to run that same loop over and over again. It's pretty sad. Hey, Lisa, welcome.
That's a cure. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're orange again. Orange with a see-through shirt. That's good. She's probably one of those people that needs like the Dr. Phil prescription of like a year at a rehab facility out in sunny Southern California, out in Malibu or something like that, where it's really posh and all they got to do is work on themselves. And now Anthony is just a floating head. But hey, Jerry. Yeah, I don't believe that 30 days of treatment works for people that have been, using drugs or alcohol for years and years and years. It takes a lot longer than that.
Well, what do you think talking about before they shut it down? There was one here was given for 2 weeks of treatment. 2 weeks.
Wow. That's it.
2 weeks is not going to. 2 weeks wouldn't even drinking beer.
Yep.
More or less doing something like freaking crack or crystal. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep.
I told that one girl, I said, what do you do? Go in there, get on your knees, blow, and it gives you your card?
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got the floating heads on panel.
You know how we're not saying last night.
What's that, Donna?
Tell me what I said, Anthony. About the penis floating.
Penis floating. Apparently it was on a live I wasn't on because I don't remember no penis floating around.
No.
Hello, Nick Jones. How you doing?
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, me too, Jerry. I wish I was back there.
Fake penis floating around. Okay, I gotcha. One that every once in a while tries to invade his face, just kind of flying around. Also, zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And like you got a duck. Whoa!
Yep.
What's up, Nick?
Hey, Nick.
Hello.
How you doing, Nick?
Bloody hell, Donny, you're looking bloody old, aren't you?
I'm not.
Well, you know what they say about an old glove. After a while, it fits really well.
Oh yeah.
Jerry, try typing that again. You missed a verb, so I'm not sure what you were trying to say there.
Yeah, that didn't come out right.
What at the local Walmart lately? Not sure what you were saying there.
There'll be more. Can do a lot of things at Walmart.
Well, I found my best friend at Walmart. So, hey, Paul Michael, welcome.
I know that one old girl at Walmart got mad at me. She hollered out harder and I stopped. She didn't know that was my safe word.
And I didn't say,
It was for her. She said,
Oh, you're saying that we buy stuff like hand sanitizer and stuff like that. I didn't.
"Oh no, we got
My
time."
best friend bought me a bottle of hand sanitizer at the dollar store, but I mean, soap and water.
People around here are not falling for that shit. There's nothing here. You can go to my Walmart. There's plenty of shit. Yeah.
Yep.
People around here got too many brains to fall for.
Jerry said his local
Not saying, but
is sold off paper towels.
Yeah, but you're not too sure about the people in Canada. They've got no brains.
More brains than me. I mean,
How the hell can you have brains? Half your bloody country's bloody French.
I ain't talking it.
Oh, shut up, Danny, you old bat. I'm not talking to you.
just because you live in the French word.
It's funny how they always leak out a new virus and give it a new name and people and shit. Seriously, people?
No, yeah, I know.
It's no worse than the freaking common flu, and y'all run around like you hit. Look at the death rates, okay?
In Australia, they're literally stores are running out of toilet paper because people are buying up all the toilet paper. And a lot of the major stores around, like in California, Washington, Oregon, are running out of all sorts of supplies because people are panicking too. Yep, Seattle.
Okay, what type of people live in those areas you just named? Think about
on the national news, they were saying that the death rate, from what they can tell, is approximately 3.4%, which is about 0.4% higher than the flu. So
yeah, because it came out of a P4 laboratory in China where they took the common flu and upped it a little bit. It's called Mother Nature is not the only one that plays population control, okay?
Nope.
No, I haven't listened to the song yet, Ken. I just got it.
I don't care what you buy, what you wear. When it's your time and your number's up, you're gone, son of a bitch.
Yep.
What was that?
Yeah, Cherokee, I think that's what Ken just sent me. Was a video on toilet paper.
Because you remember
That's all right. I've got a virgin.
Yeah. people forget. You remember the Ebola virus? There was no known cure, but as soon as it got in the areas they didn't want it to, all of a sudden, magically.
Yep.
Of course.
I'm just, they started in a main spot in China, and sitting right in the middle of that province is a P4 biological germ. Hello.
Yep.
And oops, it got out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oops. Yeah. And the sad thing is, it probably did get out before they wanted it to, because hey, what's in this tube?
Carrie Ann,
There ain't nothing in there.
Carrie Ann said some bloke got arrested yesterday because there was no toilet paper left. They had to taser him. Wow.
Oh, really?
And honestly, like Anthony said yesterday, you've got wash rags, you've got water, you've got a washing machine.
Yeah. Wash your nasty ass with a rag. Wash the rag. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The rag.
We've got a whole ton of your rags that I think were being used at Ken's work to clean greasy stuff.
Yep.
And they're blue, and they're all like the same size and fairly decent. We use them to wash our face now, but those could easily be, cut in half or whatever and set by the toilet with a little bag to put the dirty ones in and just wash them. And yeah, I don't freak out over toilet paper very often.
No, just
it's like you hear me scream about idiots that run out and buy all the bottled water because a storm or something's coming. When 4 days ahead of time the storm's take empty jug, go to your sink in your kitchen, go and then stick it underneath the counter.
Well, we buy our water.
For 3 months. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. There's
but
there's no need. There's no need bottled water. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
And then the storm don't even come through here. And
they're not.
One doesn't even come through here. Yeah.
They're not shop towels that I know of. I don't know exactly what they are. They're just blue.
Well, they're paper towels, but they're
towels.
They're shop paper towels. What it is. They're a little stronger than the normal, paper towels you buy for your house at the store.
No, these aren't paper towels. These are actually cloth rags.
Oh,
and
rags. They just color blue.
Yeah, I guess
rags.
so.
Yeah, our shop gets them here too. We get red and blue ones. So depending on what you're working with, which one you use.
Yeah, like you said, they used to use catalogs. I mean, anything's better than a catalog.
Well, I got another one for you for $29.99. Buy this little deal. It attaches to your water line. Stick it on the back of the toilet and hook the water line to it. And guess what? Now you have a bidet.
Nice.
No, I'm serious. They sell them at Walmart. I've seen them. It's a freaking bidet. You hook up to the water line, hook the water line back to the toilet. Another water line runs up to this little piece you clip on the back of the toilet seat. And it's got 2 little jet settings, one for man.
Wow.
Yep.
See, I think that would be handy.
Toilet. If I was going to do anything, that'd be the first thing why every other idiots grabbing the rolls of toilet paper. I'd go buy me a few rags, little rag, or hell, go to automotive and buy a bag of shop rack for $3.50 and there's 50 rags in it, and then go over there to the other aisle, buy the home stuff and buy hook up bidet, and hey, there's your problem solved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They need one anyway, so their wives don't have to wash their underwear with the fucking street marks in it.
Like,
'Cause even
who is it?
they can't wipe their ass.
One of the blue collar comedy guys. I can't remember his name right now. He does the ads for healthcare, all that. But anyway,
Oh, you're talking about
he does
Bill Anvil.
Yeah, Bill Engvall. He does a thing where he says that when you first get married, you poop in private, you close the door, and then after 5 years, all you're trying to do is get your wife to say, "Oh my God, did you hit a deer?" Anyway, I know I didn't call that right, but and of course, it's really bad when the underwear get thrown away. It's like those are some bad marks.
Well, I'll tell you what, any woman ever married to a true hunter will know why their husband comes home with no underwear. Good. And the only toilet paper you have is your underwear.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Go in with a pair of underwear and you come out commando.
Every time I went hunting with my dad, I always took just one package of wet wipes. There was like 40 wet wipes in the package. And then I took like 2 baggies. And I could use the wet wipes and then put them in the baggies and seal the baggies up. Take the baggies home, throw them in the garbage when we were done hunting.
Let me tell you how narrow-minded most men are. Okay.
Off with.
Most men won't go buy baby wipes because they think, oh, I'm not for baby wipes. So what do? They go in the camping department and they have a pack of it and it's camouflage and it says dudes on it.
Yeah,
it's a fucking baby wipes, but you're still paying $2.50 for 100 of them. You're gonna pay $7 just because the package camouflage and says dudes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave. Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, Dave, welcome back.
Yeah,
I'd be buying the baby wipes instead of price difference.
Well, no, I told my friend, what you pay for a pack of them dudes, I can go over there and buy one of them fucking 500 packs of freaking wipes from Walmart. Yep. The Equate brand.
And you don't even have to buy baby wipes. You go into the toilet paper section and there's adult wipes,
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it's cheaper to equate
smaller than baby wipes.
Yeah, but it's cheaper to go to the pharmacy area and get the equate ones in a big ass fucking 500 pack bundle.
Yep.
People's like, well, that's too big of a bag. I said, that's why you buy a Ziploc gallon bag and you put some in there and you zip it up and you fold it up in your deal and you that way, hey, if you lose it, it's a Ziploc bag,
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Oh, people, man. Let's buy it because it's camouflage and it says dudes on it.
Pay more money because we're stupid.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same concept as a woman's razor costing $2 more than a man's razor because it's pink. It's called the pink tax. There's literally it costs more for women's products just because they're a feminine color.
Pink. Yep. Well, I know. That's why my wife used to buy them, but now she just used my razor because she says my razors work better than the one she was buying.
I use a man's razor. It's got like 3 blades on it. You put you replace the blades. I've had the same handle for like almost 20 years. Just keep the Mach 3. That's what I use.
Yeah, I don't use none of that. If you really knew what triple and quad blades were doing to your skin and your face, you wouldn't use them. Yeah.
Well, the Mach 3 is
yeah.
Well, the Mach 3 is the only razor that I've ever used that I don't slice my legs up on. So
well, that's because
and I can buy a package of like 5 of those things, and that razor is so good that package of 5 will last me for a year. So
But the only benefit of having multiple blades is you ain't got to stroke so many damn times.
yep.
That's the only benefit of it. I just can't use them. I've tried to come out look like me and Freddy Krueger had a bout in the wrestling ring, and I lost like son of a bitch.
Yep. Most innocent one. I think you're thinking about. I think you're referring to Donna sitting in the corner and being quiet. Donna's on mute because she's in the same room as Anthony, and it echoes horribly if she unmutes herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's like just a room from it, so yeah, it'd be like ladies and gentlemen, start your engine.
First
Hey,
cancer.
I'm getting the floating head effect by not turning on my light. Is it working?
Yeah. Yeah.
You went outside. Why are you in the kitchen? Hold on. All right, let me open the door. Back up.
Look.
Oh boy.
All right, hang on. I gotta let my muds out. I see you dancing. I'm coming. All right. Come on, baby. You wanna go outside too?
No. Look at me. Oh, look at me. Oh, you're sitting in the corner being quiet. I get it. I must have misread that. Aha. So what are you up to today, Ron?
Oh, easy day at work. So, and then I'm sitting out in the parking lot and eating my lunch, and have to look up, and there goes a tank rolling by. I had the tanks out today running around the streets.
Wow.
Well, because I work right beside General Dynamics where they build the wheel tanks. Sorry.
Okay.
And they've got the test track out back. You can see them running around out back on the test track, and then they take them out on the road, give them a good run. And
Right on. Hey, Canadian. There's a link if you'd like one.
hello, Canadian. What is? How you doing?
Donna, what's Anthony beating on?
Makes you wonder.
Make a fresh hot dog.
Those hot dogs sound awfully frozen, Anthony.
Welcome back. Beat it harder.
Anthony, don't you think you should be doing that in the privacy of your own bedroom, Anthony?
It ain't me.
Hey, Puerto Rican. Hola, Puerto Rican. Good to see you.
I invited the new neighbor for dinner. You didn't realize she was on the course.
Oh. Don't lie. You're fixing your mechanical doll.
Oh, that sucks, Canadian.
That's the one that doesn't talk back.
Come here. Hi. All right, Carrie Ann. Hey, Julie, how was dinner?
I had fried rice.
Oh, right on.
Ooh, 5 guys.
Good.
I picked up, I found a thing at Dollar Tree at their big store that has the refrigerated and freezer section. They have 3 or 4 different kinds of egg rolls. And they're like yay big around and probably about that long. So they're good size.
Yeah.
I can eat one and that's enough for me. But I picked up a bunch of them today and I'm going to, when Ken gets home, I'm going to make a whole
That
bunch
sounds
of them.
good.
Yeah, I got lobster and shrimp ones and they are excellent.
Yeah.
I make them on my stoneware pizza tray. So they get all nice and crispy and everything.
Oh, Jose. Canadians here. Yay. Dave's here.
My favorite Chinese food is crab rangoon.
Oh, I love those too. Oh my God. This restaurant where Chuck got the rice set, they make the best crab rangoons. Oh my God. They're so good.
Yeah, I can I can stuff myself silly on those things.
I know.
We have a Golden Fortune buffet here in town. My best friend will take me there for lunch. And I'll eat a little bit of veggies and a couple egg rolls and maybe some chicken and mushrooms or something like that. And then I'll get like 2 or 3 plates of crab rangoon and sauce and just pig out.
They're so good.
Oh, yeah. Dave Larson says, I'll pass on the crabs.
I know what Dave wants. Pickles.
Just as a reminder to everybody in the chat and here on the panel, I won't be streaming this weekend at all.
Oh, okay.
I've got a funeral to go to on the weekend, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, so I got to drive down to Toronto, so.
Okay.
So no live stream. Well, I might do one tomorrow afternoon when I get off work. It depends how I feel.
Yeah.
So I don't know when we're heading down. If I'm gonna be heading down Friday night or Saturday morning.
How long does it take you to get there?
It's only an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
It's not far. It's just a pain in the ass because nobody down there knows how to freaking drive. They could be way over, because it ends up, all these lanes. There's a highway that looks like fucking LA. Next thing you know, there's this guy's exit and he's shooting across 4 lanes just to get to his fucking exit.
That's what Interstate 80's like. I hate driving on Interstate 80, which goes right through where I live. And
yeah.
Oh my God, people do that all the time. And they know they have to get off on that exit, but they wait till the last minute.
They don't give a shit about the other charges. It's all about them. Oh, fuck, there's my exit. It's all about me, till they get hit.
Yeah.
And they're scratching and yelling at the guy that hit them. You're a stupid shit that decided you're going to dart across the highway, across all these lanes just to get your exit.
Yep.
Yeah. I had a guy a couple days ago. I was on I-90, and we're only 2 lanes in each direction because there's not that many people. But it was our rush hour, which always makes me laugh when people say, "Oh, I don't want to drive right now. It's rush hour." I'm like, "You've never lived in Seattle, have you?" But I was on I-90 and I was going to get over into, it was like it turns into 3 lanes for just a little bit because it comes off of, it comes from in town, and the lane goes beside the main interstate for just maybe 500 feet, and then goes into an exit lane to go back into town. And I was going to get off on that exit lane, and this guy was behind me, and right before the exit, he tried to get around me to and cut me off to go into that. And I just sped up and kept driving beside him until the very end of that exit lane. And then I got over and he had to keep going. Yeah, don't be an asshole to me on the road, because I can be an asshole right back without breaking the law. So he was honking at me and flipping me off, and I just waved at him, and then I got over at the very end of the ramp, and yeah.
Is the I-80 truck stuff still there? Do you mean the I-80 Cherokee? Do you mean the largest truck stop? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's I-80.
Yeah, I live really close to that, not too far, like about 20, 30 minutes from there.
I used to stop at that truck stop all the time before I went into Des Moines.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And it's in what's the town? Walcott, Iowa. Yeah, that's not too far from where I live.
No, because I used to go to Webster City all the time to pick up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Go to Des Moines, Iowa, and then I scoot over to Webster City, and then I scoot back.
You probably went right through Iowa City then.
Yeah.
That's where I live.
Yep.
Now Dave wants a hot dog.
Yeah, the I-80 truck stop. Yep. Yep.
There's all kinds of truck stops along that.
That one's a big one, though.
Yeah, that's the biggest one.
That's pretty big.
I thought it was pretty cool when Roy was able to stop here in Rapid City and see us for a while. That was pretty nice.
I wonder if Roy ever gets to the I-80 truck stop. That'd be cool to see him.
Yeah.
Oh, you been to Iowa, Donna?
I've actually never been to Iowa, and I live right next to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a cute little state, farming state.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy. That sucks.
A lot of windmills around there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And they keep adding more of them.
Well, I know.
I can't believe it. Like, recently we went to Des Moines for something. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, we hadn't been that far on 80 for quite a while, and I couldn't believe how many more had cropped up. It's just unbelievable.
Oh, trust me, the farmers are getting paid for those.
Oh, yeah, big time. Because I knew these people that had a dairy farm along I-80 in Iowa City, and they had a radio tower on their land, and they got paid for that. Pretty good money.
My grandpa owned land down in up in the central South Dakota that he had a missile base on his land, one of the Minuteman missile bases, and he got money like every quarter from the government to have that base on his land, and he was not allowed to go in it. It was fenced off with barbed wire and razor wire and all sorts of stuff. And when the Minuteman missile bases all shut down, or most of them shut down, he actually got that land back, and they took the missile out, and they no, Cherokee, my dog's not barking. My dogs are both right here. But and then they took and they poured concrete down into the basement of all of the buildings because they all had like computer equipment in them and stuff. So instead of taking all the equipment out, they just filled all of the basements of all the buildings with concrete, and then basically opened the gate and said, "Here's your land back." And so, yeah, then when my grandpa moved off the farm, then my second cousin Robert took over the farm, and he uses that whole enclosed area to fence sheep in when he needs to.
Oh, that's wild.
Because it's a place where he can put the fence, and the coyotes and the wolves and stuff can't get in there.
Yeah.
And it's all grown over with grass, and it's a big enough area now that the sheep can graze in there for several days safely. So it's kind of cool. But you can actually go out there and stand right on top of where the missile would have come out of.
Oh, that's wild.
Jump up and down on it, and it's kind of hollow sounding. It's kind of cool.
That's wild.
Until it starts shaking the ground when they decide to launch it, and you're there having dinner, and you're like, oh, damn.
Well, you always hear the missile silos, the ones that are in silos.
Hello, Susie. Welcome. Good to see you.
Hi, Susie.
Hello, Susie.
I love getting new faces in my chat.
Oh, your niece was born in Iowa City, Cherokee. Oh, I missed that part. That's cool. I wasn't born here. I actually was raised in Clinton, but I came here to go to college at the university. And then I just stayed here because I liked it here and stayed here. So,
Nancy, I hope your throat gets healed up really quick.
She's got a sore throat.
Throat is swollen from all the coughing from the pneumonia, and it damaged her throat. So when she eats, she ends up choking. So she's on liquids only until she heals up.
Oh, that's not fun. One time when I had, I didn't have pneumonia. I got bronchitis, and it flared my pneumonia up, and my asthma up, and I was in the hospital, and I ended up breaking my ribs from coughing so much. And so I literally had to hold a pillow when I coughed. It hurt so bad. God, it was horrible. I was in so much pain.
Nancy, you just need somebody to make you a slushy. That's all.
Yeah. No, she needs a slushy. That'd make her feel better, and that'd help her coughing.
Yeah, no kidding. That whiskey, yeah, that'll make you stop coughing.
That's what they used to do in the olden days, man. They used to use, stuff like that. I remember my mom saying that when she had earaches when she was little, that my grandpa used to smoke a cigar and blow the smoke in her ear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she said it helped. She said it helped.
Wizard.
So, yeah. See, Nancy?
Anthony, when you sat down, just your arm came into the screen, into the picture first, and it was just your arm and nothing.
That looks funny.
Hey, look, it's the arm holding the head.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, you see this? Do me.
Ooh. That's funny. So do you have an actual green screen behind you?
Yeah.
Who,
Anthony?
me?
Yes. No. Okay.
We all had the Wheel of Death.
Okay.
It's actually blue, which is why you can't see his shirt
Yeah.
and
Oh, okay.
things like
Right.
that.
I got a green one. Yeah, I found out why you use green, blue. Certain colors just Cause see, like this cup's blue. Look, see.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm drinking from the mountain.
You're drinking Coors?
Yeah, I'm drinking straight from the Rockies.
That's what made me think of.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's funny how the
peppermint
mountain
schnapps and-
says you think of Coors, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's what made me think of. Peppermint schnapps
Oh,
and
yeah.
hot chocolate. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
My grandma used to drink it. They called it the devil's cocoa. Peppermint with spirits, The devil's cocoa.
Anthony,
It's gonna be a trip.
Anthony, read the screen.
Oh.
What woman?
Donna.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, I'm not feeling myself today.
Anthony, got a hole in your head.
Yeah.
That's what my mom always said.
I'll show you creepy on a paper. Oh, Donna, you're funny. God.
She said funny, like ha ha, not funny, the other funny on there.
Yes, of course. We love Donna.
There's
Oh, that's where Chloe is. Right
it.
now.
Here, Marley, take the card.
You feel a lump.
Pick a card. Pick that one.
It's pumpkin back.
You would pick an 8.
Yep, pumpkin's back there. Oh, Spiky. Little Spike.
Hey.
Oh, is this my choice? Yeah, we do love Donna.
Yep. Hi, Donna.
Spiky. Hey, Spiky.
My green screen.
He's cute.
But you want to see something funny, Jill? Hang on, watch this. I'm gonna turn off my green screen. I'm gonna show green. Okay. Yeah. Now, does that look green to you?
No.
Thank you.
No, that's
This
definitely
color,
not.
the camera shows blue. But if you was look at it with your own eyes, it's turquoise green, but there's more blue in it. So when the camera sees it,
Yeah, it looks blue to me.
Yep.
well, yeah, because the camera shows it blue. Because it's actually turquoise green. So yeah, if you see turquoise green, don't buy it because it don't work for green screen. It does. It just you see a black shirt and it's not even recognizing it.
Yeah.
You're flashing it.
Good thing he had the green screen on because we didn't see a thing. It's a good thing.
Well, do it on blue screen. It'll definitely look like a bullet hole. Yeah, cool. I've been shot in the head.
That's funny.
Yeah, can you tell StreamYard that you're using a blue screen instead of a green screen?
Yep.
But it still doesn't make a
that-
difference, right? Because you're still
Yeah.
wearing blue
Nope.
clothes
Why?
and all that.
Well, it's not that. When I tell it, I lie to it, say it's a green one, it goes berserk. I had to check blue just to get it to this part. But I'll change it. Now watch when I go to green. You ready?
Mm.
It shows the picture,
You're
but it doesn't
wrong.
show me at all. Yeah.
I like Ron.
Look at me, I'm falling apart.
Ron is almost the Invisible Man.
Ron looks like a genie or something.
Yeah. He's just another wall.
See what happens when I switch it to the blue screen.
That's on you.
Looks like you're made of. It looks,
Awesome effect.
Hey, look, Brick is making a comeback.
That's right.
looks like you're made of Legos.
Here we go.
That's pretty funny. Ron's outfit brought to you today by Lego.
Lego man.
That's when you say Ron is installing the new Mattel Lego designer set.
Yeah.
We got talking heads tonight.
Burning down the house.
I come from the land of down under.
There's a couple songs I haven't heard in a long time.
Where the men are men and the sheep are nervous.
Brought to you by Brick Beer. Oh,
So true, Donna.
damn, how did I get the hole in my hair?
Getting a hole in your hair.
What was that group? That was Midnight Diesel, wasn't it? Yeah, Midnight Diesel. Yeah.
Midnight Oil?
Well, diesel oil. Yeah.
Close enough, right?
I knew what you meant.
I haven't heard them in a long time.
Yeah. Last time I
Remember-
remember hearing them, I think I was still in high school and we still had MTV. So,
Oh God, I miss MTV.
and that was back when MTV actually played music videos.
Yeah, they had videos, music videos.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I just did a survey for them not long ago. I think I pissed them off. I told them MTV died in the 90s. I told them MTV died in the 90s
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
when they
It did.
shows and talk shows and reality shows. I said, you ought to be ashamed to even call yourself music television.
It's not. I don't know how they can call it that.
I said you need to do like court TV and just change your damn name.
Yep.
Because at least court TV, the courtrooms, at least they changed it to the true TV. You know.
Yeah.
Got away from the court. Because even they realize that we can't call ourselves court TV. We're doing reality shows and game shows and comedy shows. So yeah, we're not court TV. Yeah.
Yep.
I like your house, Ron.
They remodeled it just last week.
That's really nice.
It's not really his house. He's just haunting it.
Yeah.
Or an apparition.
The ghost on Knob Hill.
That's when I do this. Get out of my living room.
No, man, bugger. Ow.
That's funny.
I better.
Oh God, that's creepy. God. God, you look like you're possessed. God. Oh, I feel sorry for you, Donna.
Now you know why she likes the doggy stuff. Can you imagine doing it missionary style? See a face like that?
Yeah, if that's your O face, I'd be worried.
Hey. What you want? Come on.
How long have you been married to him, Donna?
There you go.
4 years?
Yep.
What's up, Marley? Hey,
My ghost
Marley.
doggy.
Even Marley's
Mhm.
see-through.
Yeah. That's my
funny.
ghost dog.
Oh God, look at Ron. Look at his eyes. He's got weird looking eyes. Oh, that's weird. Oh God. Now Ron's possessed.
Yeah.
He looks like the devil.
Right.
Like a thermal imaging camera or something.
Yeah.
Mama said you bread. Yeah. And then half. Say no one's half the battle. Huh?
I will be right back. I gotta go nuke myself a potato.
Yeah.
For all this going to the beat. Tick tock, tick tock.
I couldn't figure out why Donna was. I thought she was listening to music.
That's what we ought to do. We
I
just
don't
stay here
even-
real quiet for 10 minutes and wait.
I'm just so
Yeah, we'll
used
just
to
stay
it, I
here.
don't hear it anymore.
I said we can all stay here real quiet for about 20 minutes. That way, when new people come in, we just be all going. What kind of channel is this? They're all just bobbing their head. What the hell? One of them's playing a metrodome in the background. What the hell?
Are you playing piano, Ron?
Yep. Yep.
I always thought that'd be neat
Right.
to be able to play piano.
Here's the granddaddy. Here's the granddaddy.
Marley.
She calling you.
Marley.
Huh?
Marley.
She calling you.
Marley.
That ain't me. You know that's not my
Marley.
voice. What you looking at me for? It's not me calling you. Don't look over there. It ain't mama calling you. No.
Marley.
So I hear you. I just
Marley. She's like, what the hell? Marley.
She keeps looking over at her mom like, is that you?
Who is that?
That's my Coca-Cola. You stay out of my Coke. I'll beat you. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. It's the fake stuff. Yeah. Want some coffee, Winnie? His ears are like, huh? Well, he loves coffee. Weirdest dog ever.
He likes
Use your thoughts
coffee.
and timing for your song, Ken. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. You can drink, and you put it down, he'll drink every bit of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The wife, because she loads up the sugar.
So
Your coffee? Well, you can quit scratching. That's my leg, not the ground. Yeah.
my beagle. That's my beagle.
Get out by the bar. And my three big ones. I miss them. But can't have them, though.
Cute dogs.
Yeah, but when you have them out in the outside kennel, you know, and they change all the rules around you, and then your neighbors come in, you know, they want to get out of the city, but they want to bring all the rules of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your dogs keep me up at night. You're the one that moved to the country, you dumbass. There's a reason they call it the country, okay? It's where folks have animals and dogs, and, you know, and pigs, you know, horses and all that good shit, and goats, chickens.
We've had coyotes out here at night.
We don't have
And
so
the
much
neighbors
trouble with
have-
coyotes.
Yeah,
We used to, but for the longest time they were paying $12 a kill. So you seen a coyote, you shot
Yeah.
that sucker, they gave you $12 for it.
apparently the
Pretty
other
much
night
thin them out.
they got into it with some people's dogs, I guess.
Oh yeah. Well, they'll actually, if you got any female dogs, be very worried about that because they'll actually kidnap that dog and turn it into one of them. Especially if she's capable of
Yeah.
breeding. You know?
Oh yeah, they'll mate with her.
Yeah, we don't leave our dogs out. Ours are
Yeah.
indoor dogs. But the neighbors leave theirs out and they bark all night. And apparently the other night, somebody heard them and they got into it with the coyotes.
Yep.
That's just dumb if you
Yeah,
have
distinct.
there's like that running
Yeah,
around.
you can,
I know it.
Yep.
It's stupid to leave them out.
Well,
at
I
night.
tell you around here, a lot of people realize not to leave their in-heat cat outside either. Because I hate to tell you, a bobcat will mate with your cat.
Yep.
and he ain't nice about it. You know, they'll have big old bite marks on the back of their head where the bottle them down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever seen the canines in teeth in a bobcat in your cats? Cat come in pregnant with holes in the back of her head. People's like, well, why does bobcat do that? I said, well, that's what they do to their females, but their females are your cat's not.
Yep.
They do make some beautiful cats, though. If the female lives, babies, it's some beautiful cats.
Yep. Oh yeah, it would be way
Come out
too
with
hot down there for Alaskan Huskies. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. You bring Alaskan Husky, we'll put a bullet to its head because that's about what you're doing.
My best friend has a dog that's like part Husky, and in the wintertime,
Yeah.
it can be 10 below out, and she can't get that dog to come inside. And in the summertime, it spends all of its time in the wading pool that they have for the dogs because it's just too hot.
Yeah.
So
that's why I hate people right here. Dogs in Alaska, I'm like, that's what they're bred for. That's what they're designed for. They love it to be outside. You bring them in a cabin, you're gonna kill them.
Yep.
The next time they get caught outside after you done domesticated them,
Well, and I can't stand it. I used to work in a PetSmart grooming department, and these people would living in Washington State. It's fairly cool, so you can get away with having a husky, but it would get like a warm snap, and it would get up to like 80 degrees, and these people would have these huskies that would just be dying of the heat, and they'd bring them into the grooming center and ask us to shave them. And it's like, are you stupid or what? You don't shave a husky. If you do that, they lose all ability to cool themselves down when they run, because the wind naturally flows through their fur and acts like an air conditioner when they run. And if you shave them, they
dry
don't
the fur out too.
Oh, and they're so pretty with.
Just a slushy tonight, Roy.
Oh, hi, Roy.
Well, that's the same. Yeah, that's the same thing. That people come down here when they come down here from a dry heat and they come here to a wet heat. Oh, I'm used to the desert, and I'm like, bro, this ain't the desert. This is humid. You don't sweat. You just freaking condensate, because that shit, not your body sweat. It's the moisture in the air. So your body doesn't really cool like it's supposed to because you got all the moisture on you. So that's why it's here, because you're not cooling. You're just pulling the moisture out of the air.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually sweat, you have to constantly have a towel to dry yourself off so your body will actually sweat.
Yeah.
You don't die of dehydration here. You just die of pure heat stroke because your body can't regulate the heat like it's supposed to. Yeah. Yeah, that's like a store here was trying to sell those fans, little Mistron fans. And people were in the store saying, "Are you idiots?" And they said, "What do you mean? This is need no extra moisture. All you need is just a fan, okay? The moisture's already there."
Yeah, no kidding.
You need heat stroke faster. Down here, you need dehumidifiers.
Yeah.
Not humidifiers, dehumidifiers. The air conditioning system in houses here have dehumidifiers built onto them. pull, you know, what the air conditioner don't pull out.
And see here, they actually put swamp coolers into houses. Totally the opposite thing.
Yeah. Right.
They
I
actually
lived in Arizona.
moisture into
My
your
house didn't even have an air conditioner. When I lived in Flagstaff, Arizona, I have an air conditioner. It had a swamp cooler. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
And they would drop my inside of my house down 40, 50 degrees. Easy. Here, a swamp cooler would kill you because you'd have so much moisture in your house on top of the key.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd never heard of a swamp cooler until I moved back to South Dakota, and it was like, oh, okay. Because out in Washington, you wouldn't want something like that either. And actually, out in Washington, nobody has air conditioners at all because they don't need them. The 2 days it gets above.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like up in the areas of Montana. It don't never get summers up and maybe 80 if you're lucky. Yeah. Now in the winter, it gets fucking cold. It gets cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing I would.
Yeah, I was outside mowing my grass, and my nephew Paul called me and says, "I'm in 5 foot of snow," and I said, "Well, I'm in 4 inches of grass." Yeah.
Haven't seen Travis lately.
It was 9 here today.
We're supposed to hit 73 on Saturday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe we already hit 79 here. Because I woke up this morning and that south wind off the Gulf was howling. I was like, "Yep, it's getting ready to get even moist." Yeah.
I just have to wear my winter coat today because 37 degrees Fahrenheit you got here today, so it's like I was sweating. But gotta take my coat off.
Last couple days, I've been able to go to town without my coat, just with a sweatshirt on, and it's been nice.
Yeah, it was got up to, it was like 51 yesterday here.
That one wrong. Yeah. Montana gets 80. It's better than snow 4th of July.
Well, yeah.
Hey, there's parts of Montana that still have snow on the 4th of July, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My favorite man, he calls me all the time. I'm like, he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I was outside barbecuing some hot dogs on the grill, but the 108-degree temperature was killing me. I'm shoveling snow." I'm like, "It's 4th of July." He said, "Exactly." What the hell?
Well, it is warming up because we're going to be up as high 51 next week.
Yeah.
Time to get the shorts out at 51 degrees.
You Canadians.
It's t-shirt weather, short weather.
I remember the first time I went to Alaska, man.
I've got a stepsister that lives in
Yeah.
Hey, Candy. Welcome.
Yeah.
See?
Like
you
first time I went to Alaska. Yeah. Yeah. That was like the first time I went to up in Nome, and it was actually their summer, and I was bundling up, and they're wearing t-shirts and shorts, and I'm looking at them like, "Are you fucking crazy?" This is summer, and I'm like, "Not where I'm from."
Yeah. When we used to go to Las Vegas for the NASCAR race, It was in like the beginning of March, and it would be like, it was like 70 degrees there, like the low 70s. And so we'd be walking around in t-shirts, and people there would have winter coats and mittens and stocking caps. You
Hey,
look at them
Battleground.
like, oh my God, that's crazy. And they looked at us like we were crazy. I couldn't believe it though. I'm like, oh my God. Of course, they're used to like, in the summer, it's like 120 degrees.
Yeah, it's like down here, they used to hell. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, when I was over there with Olin in Kuwait, oh my God. I didn't. I can say if you're not used to dry heat, make sure you bring tons of chapstick. Okay. Time I got back, my lips were so dried out and split, they were bleeding.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, dry heat will just suck the moisture right out.
And I ended up with an infection. That's the only reason I came home as early as I did, because I ended up with an infection, from all the sores and shit.
Mm-hmm.
My body's so used to people are like, well, you gotta rehydrate. I said I was drinking freaking bottled water. My body just said, hey, fuck this crap.
K&D, that's Julie on the upper right-hand side. That's her clock. I've been waiting for somebody to ask. We're well into the chat this time before somebody asked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At the ticking clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually somebody else before now.
All right, see you later, Cherokee.
One thing I did like about working overseas. A lot of people don't know this. The first $80,000 you make is tax.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, it's 79 something, but you might as well say 80. 80,000 is tax free. They don't tax, it's not tax free. They just don't tax them.
I'd love to make $80,000 without having to be taxed on it.
Well, when I was working $149 a year, so, but I was gone all the time. Though.
Yeah.
It was fun. Though.
That's the only drawback. Make good money, but you're never home.
Well, I'm telling you, even nowadays, you're gonna make good money. You're not gonna be home.
No, I know.
I mean, look at he's making good money, but he's always on the road traveling. Look at Dave. Yeah. Dave, a producer. He's got a good job, but he's all.
Mm-hmm. When I was trucking over the road,
you're gonna make local week.
I was doing about $70,000 a year when I was over the road.
Yep.
That was good money. Mind you, I got to claim all the American money I had to buy too.
Yeah.
So claiming all that stuff, toll road tickets, buying American money, we got to claim meals, 3 meals a day. And
hey, Travis.
I remember when I had to come home to South America for 3 months. I mean, not South America, South Africa. And she's like, why the hell? The 260,000 in the first year. That's why I raised my hand. Because I ate better over there than I did at home. Of course, I missed about 4 growing up.
Yeah.
And then came home to an extra kid. Figure that one out.
Long gestation time.
Yeah, well, people's like, well, you're not upset. I'm like, I was gone for 4 years. What do you expect? You know? Besides, I wasn't no fucking angel either. 4 years is a long time, people, okay? Especially when you're not dead from the neck down, you know?
Yep.
How many babies were born during World War II without the husband being home? Tons.
I'm with you, Donna.
Yeah, but baby, even during World War II, you know how many went pregnant with multiple kids before the husband, if he made it back? Yeah.
Oh, really, Roy? They took that away from you guys? Well, that sucks.
What's per diem?
Meals per day.
They pay you so much a day for food and you know, for your motel room. Half the time, I heard my per diem still in my pocket because I only ate one time a day. Yeah. Most I'd spend in the would be my motel room. But hell, when I was working for Olin, they were giving me $149 a day for per diem.
Wow.
Mm.
I could rent some of them little apartments, deals at motels, certain motels. You get in it's like $89 a week.
Yep.
Yeah. Of course, now that's
I agree.
about 200 something a week.
Yeah.
I agree, Donna.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna back out and go up and see what's going on upstairs, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, I think
We're coming up.
I should go too. I need to spend some time with my husband.
Thanks for having me up.
That's
Yeah.
that's baby. That's
I
a
got
true statement. But most people that
later, Anthony.
never
Bye, everybody.
follow it. Later.
All right. Ron. Sorry.
Bye, guys.
I'm gonna start wearing a name tag. My name is Ron, not Roy.
Hi, Ron.
Bye, Gary Ann. We'll see you later.
Bye, guys. It's good to see everybody.
All right. Take it easy, Julie.
Bye.
Uh-oh.
And then there was 30.
What the hell? Oh.
That's kind of crazy, Roy, that you work in a job where you're on the road constantly. You would think that would just be part of, that they provide your food and stuff for you. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, but you know what my dad used to say about that? Who worked out the contract?
Yeah. Well, in this case, it seems like it's a federal thing. Not anything that the truckers have control over.
Well, it ain't always federal. Trust me. If you had a good enough boss, you know how many times federal law changed the rules, and my boss just changed the way to get the money to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had them out of a separate account. That way there was no trace. Yeah. He basically, you go, here, don't spend it all at one time because that's going to last you for the 2 weeks or 2 months that you're going to be gone. So don't pay. Yep.
Yeah.
Of course, I'd always put it on a cash card myself because I felt uncomfortable grand on me at one time, especially being out of town. Yeah. I mean, local, I didn't care because I knew I could pull my gun out, flipping your ass, and not have to sweat it. But other states are different. Yeah.
Roy, that doesn't even make sense that it would improve the roads if they took your per diem. That's some back assward thinking.
Oh yeah, and then it took money from all the local places that you would normally be,
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they always come up with retarded stuff. Yeah. 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 Right. Yep. Oh.
An extra 4 cents per mile.
Yeah.
Woohoo. I guess that adds up, but still, it's probably not even close to what you could be getting or should be getting. Nick. Experts are confident that washing our hands regularly will combat coronavirus, but say they are expecting an outbreak of OCD.
Yeah, good luck to even give them to wash their hands, more or less catching OCD from it. Always like how touch things, touch shopping carts, touch other things that people's touch, and they come home and they wonder why they're sick. I'm like, did you wash your hands when you got home? Well, no. Did you wash your hands when you finished putting up the groceries? No. I said, well, there you go.
Yep.
And then you're doing this, rubbing
Yep.
rubbing your mouth. Yep. Yep. You just sucked
Yeah,
it in.
I have an itchy nose. I have itchy eyes because I have sinus problems. So I know I'm constantly rubbing my face. I wash my hands a lot. If I
well, you should.
If I go to the store,
Yep.
if I go to the store and come home, the first thing I do is wash my hands. And then if I put my groceries away, I wash my hands again because God only knows how many people have touched my groceries before I got them.
Yeah. Not counting the people in the factory that loaded this and yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And that's like Donna says, her hands are so dry from washing them. I've got eczema on my hands, and so washing them makes them worse. But oh yeah,
better than catching a virus.
Yeah.
Beats a virus, dry hands.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out some way to treat my eczema better than what it's being treated now, because right now it's just out of control. And going into the medical field, I've got to get that under control, because washing my hands between every single patient, if I'm drawing blood all day long, that's a lot of people,
Oh yeah,
So
you're gonna be exposed to all kind of blood pathogens and all that shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be washing your hands like a freight train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Roy. I've got a container of hand sanitizer, but it's alcohol based, and my hands are literally raw. I don't know if you can see this.
Yep.
Yeah.
It doesn't look as bad on camera, but it's
Yeah.
they're all sorts of open spots and stuff. And boy, that hand sanitizer hurts like a son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when you're putting it on. You like my buddy. He just got that real bad, and when he's using it, oh, there's a new one. Because he didn't realize he had one on the back side of his hand. He put that sanitizer on. He's like,
Well, even putting the hemp cream on Ken's back in the morning, I have to put a glove on now to do it because it hurts anywhere that my hand is raw or cracked open, because there's like all sorts of like mint or like spearmint or some, menthol or something in there, and holy shit, does that hurt. Nick. I started my diet today. Firstly, I removed all the fattening foods from the house. It was delicious.
yeah.
Oh, exactly, Donna.
He says, I thought I told you to get all the bad food out of the house. I did, but it took me 2 weeks to eat it all. You didn't think I garbage? That's money. And I usually piss them off. I had piss. Of course, I always got that. That's not how it works. I said, well, that's not how it works. Why am I taking the bill then? I know you want one too. Yeah. There you go.
You're good, Nora. I actually don't want it in chat because there's an F-bomb in it. I don't care about any other cussing, but I don't want F-bombs in chat. So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, Nora. I was so glad to share.
Yeah.
My car was buried by the plow. I think I told you guys about that. And I just got lazy and waited for it to melt, and then it melted enough where I could back out of my parking spot and then go down the road. And today I looked at it and I was like, oh, I can drive over that. And I made huge ruts in the side of the road trying to get out of my parking spot by driving forward over what was left of the snow. I mean, like just huge, nasty, muddy ruts. Spinning my fucking tires. And oh, exactly, Nancy. Hand sanitizer is not a replacement for washing your hands. It's like if you're out in public, it's something you can use out in public, like if you're going to eat or something like that. But
yeah, it's supposed to be emergency.
Water is only washing your hands with soap and water is the only actual way to kill those germs. So yeah, that's absolutely right, Nancy.
But hey, that's okay, y'all. Let all them dummies keep trying to hoard the the paper towels, the hand sanitizer, and the water, and the rice, and the canned goods, because you're just making my stocks go.
Well, I was at Dollar Tree with my best friend this morning, and there was three bottles of hand sanitizer left on the shelf, where there was normally like probably a 5-foot wide shelf full of different kinds of hand sanitizers. And she grabbed up the last 3 bottles, and I started laughing at her. I'm like, really? You're actually going to buy the last 3 bottles of hand sanitizer because you don't have soap in your house? She looks at me and she's like, oh yeah. And she puts them back on the shelf. And then she's like, well, I'm going to get one. And I'm like, okay, we'll get one, but you don't need all of them because that bottle is going to last you forever.
But let me tell you a little secret. If I'm going to buy anything, it's going to be bleach.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Because you
can't
put
really
a
carry
little.
You can't really.
Yeah, you
carry
can. You
bleach
buy a
around.
little spray bottle. Yeah, you can.
Well, yeah. But like
got a little
hand
spray bottle,
sanitizer.
pour a little bleach or water, squirt your hand with it.
Yeah. But even like you don't even need hand sanitizer in most places because most places have a public bathroom. You can go in and wash your hands. The trick is, and I saw this actually this morning on Good Morning America. The trick with washing your hands in a public restroom is to turn off the water with the paper towel or your elbow so you don't touch the dirty surface again. And as long as you do that, you're good.
A place like Walmart where you ain't got water knobs, you just rub your hands up underneath it and the water comes on.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you've got
even
all
the paper towels. You just wait.
People, Nora said it's Black Friday at Costco.
She said vinegar is good too. Yeah.
Vinegar will work for some to kill some bacteria and stuff, but not a lot of viruses, which is a common misconception of vinegar. It's good for bacteria and stuff, but it doesn't kill viruses generally. So yep, Donna, you're right. Sunday is spring forward with your clocks.
Yep. Cat was talking about there was no hand sanitizers in any of her stores where she lived. I said, do me a favor. You still in the store? Yeah. I said, go look for a little brown bottle. It's called Lysol Concentrated. She says, disinfectant. I said, yes. Yeah. It's also a germ killer, but it's still.
Basically, if you when you're washing your hands, if you sing happy birthday twice, that's how long you're supposed to wash your hands for. Approximately 20 seconds.
Sing happy birthday. Sing happy birthday to yourself twice.
Yep.
That's how long you're supposed to lather for.
Yep, washing up to your elbows is the proper way. Gamer, a small yield nuclear weapon will also do wonders.
He's got a point. The government might want to talk to you
about coronavirus then.
Yeah, just worry about the fallout.
Yeah.
Look, little Johnny's glowing in the dark.
Well, I lived in Washington State. I lived out by Hanford, the nuclear reservation out there. And I went back there for vacation several times, and me and a couple of friends went out into the desert around Hanford. And, you know, people always joke about, you know, three-headed prairie dogs and all that stuff from the nuclear waste and everything. They have an extremely high rate of two-headed rattlesnakes and malformed prairie dogs and other underground creatures that have extra limbs or are missing limbs or have like an extra, like, kind of a head sort of thing, but it's not really a head, but it might have like an eye or something. You know, they're always catching weird creatures out there, and it's because of the radioactivity there. Donna, look at the screen.
Yeah.
Your shirt looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this Monday morning? Yeah, yeah. Tell them, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Don't erase that so I get the address. Don't erase that so I can get the address.
Yeah, I just got heard from my caseworker.
Yeah. Other worker telling her to meet him at Fort Polk Monday. Well, if you put on Wi-Fi, you wouldn't have to worry about a phone signal. I said, you hope, you know, when you're in the house, you can turn the Wi-Fi on the phone and still using your data.
Oh, okay.
Works a lot better.
My Wi-Fi stays on. My Wi-Fi stays on the phone.
Okay. She walks around the house trying to get a good signal. I'm like, you know, if you turn the Wi-Fi on, it works a lot better.
Yeah. I hardly use any data at all because I'm always on Wi-Fi here. Or every doctor's office I go to has free Wi-Fi.
That's what I say about every place around here, including convenience store, has our park. Our park even has outdoor Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, there's Wi-Fi just about everywhere. So, and if you're in a shop that doesn't have it, you can usually pick it up from the shop next door that does have it. So,
well, pretty much everywhere here they have it. You know, with the system that the government come out with, it's the only way it's going to work if Wi-Fi is everywhere.
Yep.
A friend of mine was talking about, I don't have all that Google stuff on. I said, hold on, give me your phone number. And I went to a website, pulled it up. And I pulled up everywhere he's been for the last 6 months. You said what?
Yeah, you have to shut that off. You have to shut that off on your phone when you first get your phone going. Otherwise, it will track you. Every once in a while, my phone will say, every once in a while, my phone will send me a message that says, "Were you at such and such an address on such and such a date?" Or it'll say, you know, we don't know where you were on such and such a date at such and such a time. Can you fill us in? And I'm like, no, fuck you. That's private.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenward.
That's just for that stuff, though. When it comes to the government website, it don't matter if you have that on or off. If the battery's in that phone and that phone, they know where you're at.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Only two ways to stop is to pull the battery in. But if you have a phone where you can't remove the battery, guess what? It's always on.
Yep.
That's why I still have my old phone, because I refuse to buy something I can't take the battery out of.
Yeah.
Something I really need to be private.
Hey, Joseph.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that I can't easily do an emergency reset on my phone because I can't take the battery out. I have to rely on holding that button down for God only knows how long and hope it resets.
Work. Yeah. That's why I hated iPhones.
Yeah.
Can't take the battery out of them. And I mean, it's not just for tracking purposes. It's just for a fact if the battery, I want to change it, I got to tear it apart.
Exactly. Cherokee, the only way you're going to get views is if you keep posting videos, so you might as well post it.
Yeah.
Joseph, I can guess you went to Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah. That's all right. I called that way a credit card. I told her to pee in your soda.
Cherokee, one of
Yeah,
the
that's
things
why
you might want to consider doing on your videos is actually like showing something and explaining maybe what color it was made of or what the stitch was that you used or what it's, you know, this is going to be donated to this place or, you know, give a little description of the item so you've got more than like a 15-second clip of just, you know, crocheted stuff or knitted stuff. Make it a little bit engaging, and people will be a little more interested in coming back for more to see what else you've got. So don't be afraid to talk on your videos.
Yeah.
That way people know what they're looking at and they know what you're about and what you're doing and why you're posting videos of hats and stuff like that. So right on.
And then it's done.
Now, what's Monday again, Donna? I know what I've got going on Monday. I'm getting another root canal. Oh, okay. Okay. Right on. The floating arm. I think you'll do good, Donna.
Okay.
You got called.
Right on, Nancy.
Oh, Lordy. I hear you, Joseph. I hear you, man. As much as I love that place, I don't go as often as I'd like because I got to drive almost an hour and 5 minutes to get to a Texas Roadhouse.
Oh,
I usually just go to the Double D Steakhouse.
I think Ron had to go upstairs to do some stuff, so.
Yeah.
Donna, just make sure that you speak up if you don't understand something. Don't just let it slide by. I had to do that yesterday when I was taking my placement testing for school. I had to ask the lady several times to speak up, and I explained, hey, I'm hard of hearing. Can you just talk a little louder for me or come stand closer to me? Something, you know, just let your needs be known so that you don't miss anything. And if you don't understand, ask them to repeat it. You know, don't be afraid to do that. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out why Gamer's telling Lisa to try edibles.
Maybe
Not
been there
seeing
a
it,
time
though.
or two. I don't know. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I think telling Lisa to try an edible is to wear a hat. He already wears one. Yeah.
Hey, Gamer says, Donna, go in there and impress them with a line dance.
Yeah. I don't know. Sergeant O'Malley might like that one.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to get edibles in this state. You have to know somebody that makes them out of their home in order to get them in this state. So,
Right. Yeah. Y'all don't even have it medical, do you?
no. We're the only state in the union where you can actually go to prison if you get a blood test and you have THC in your system. They will give you a felony for ingestion. And we are the only state in the union that still has an ingestion law. Yeah, so if I go to Colorado and legally consume marijuana and then come back to South Dakota and say I get pulled over 2 weeks later for speeding, if that police officer wants to be a dick and order me to get a blood test, I can go to prison for 5 years because I was legally consuming marijuana in Colorado.
It's in your yeah, it's in your system. Yeah. That is wow. That is that's fucked up from the floor up.
Yeah, it's about the dumbest law I've ever heard of, but no,
Well,
it's not legal federally. It is actually illegal federally, but the states are just doing it.
They are working on it. They are working.
Yeah, they
on
are
it.
working on it.
Yeah.
First they have to deschedule it.
Right.
First they have to deschedule it because right now it's on the same schedule as like heroin and cocaine and stuff like that. So they have to actually say that it's not a dangerous drug, and then they can legalize it. You know,
Yeah.
so
yeah, but the thing is, people don't understand. Federally, if they legalize it, do you know how much dope dealers and stuff's going to be hurting because they ain't going to have a job no more?
The guy
you know
that
I tell you.
I actually,
yeah.
The guy that I actually worked for his wife, and it's where I got my stuff from. He was buying a house doing that. I mean, he owned a store, but he was not making a profit. He was actually putting his own money into that store every year to keep it running. And, you know, that's how he was living. And so, but if it was legalized, he would have a legal store, you know, so he would have a much better business. But he's dying of lung cancer right now. And so it's kind of neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Well, they decriminalized it first, and basically that's all they've done in Washington and Colorado is they've decriminalized it and made laws so they can tax it.
And
on
a state level.
basically decriminalizing it just says that they're not going to arrest you for having it, smoking it, using it, whatever.
Yep.
It's still not legal federally. So if the feds wanted to, they could go into Colorado or Washington or wherever and shut down every dispensary and arrest everybody that is running a dispensary if they wanted to.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. They sure can. That's why even in Colorado, people had to learn the hard way. It's medical, it's recreational, but your job, drugs test you, you can still lose your job.
Yep.
Yep.
I have to be completely clean by the beginning of August because in order to get into my program in school,
you'll be drug tested.
I will be drug tested. So.
Oh yeah, and periodically too, just to let you know.
Oh yeah, because if I'm working in anywhere that I'm working, because I'm in the medical field, they can piss test me whenever they want to.
Well, I'm just saying because I had a buddy that went for that, and he cleaned up long enough to get, he took the test, and as soon as he got in class, he started right back up. 4 weeks after he started a class, they pop test him again. He was out. Yep. Lost all that money because they don't refund you.
No. Yep. And like in my case, I signed a promissory note for student loans, so.
Yeah.
I definitely cannot afford to lose this money because I can't afford to pay back money that I'm not earning money to pay back,
Right.
This, getting a little late in life, but getting started on a career and actually making some money is a little bit more important to me. So.
Right. Yeah. Well, my grandfather used to tell me all the time, he wished they would just legalize every freaking single drug. Because one, you would shut down the cartel in one swoop.
Yep.
Because majority of their profit comes from the States and Canada, and,
Mm-hmm.
So if we legalized everything across the board, of course, you still gonna have people, well, it's legal, I can do it.
Yeah.
My grandfather said, that's fine. You dump it in the middle of town square by the truckload. And he said, you let them party their ass off. When they're done, you dig a big hole, you put the bodies in it, you start over.
Yeah.
Let them go crazy. Go ahead, kill yourselves. Yeah. That was his cure-all.
Joseph says he's watching a hockey game and a person's last name is Pitlick. Ew.
Yeah.
It's one of the last places I'd want to lick on somebody.
In the pits. Yeah, I was telling a guy about Loomis today. He's one of them guys, he's tried about every deodorant in the stores, and he can't get rid of his armpit smell.
Mm.
And I told him, you're going to have that Loomis. I said, it's online. It's Luems, Loomis. Because my uncle has to use that stuff because it's the only thing that gets rid of his arm, when he starts sweating.
Yeah.
Certain people have that body chemistry, no matter what they put underneath their arm, like store-bought shit. Because most of that store-bought shit ain't nothing but aluminum sulfate in it anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. That don't work on you when you got that kind of chemistry.
Yep.
Actually, it's bad for you, period.
It is because you're actually clogging up your pores and all that kind of stuff. But we've done it for so long that, my ex-boyfriend never wore deodorant or antiperspirant or anything ever. He never did start wearing it. And he never had bad body odor. Even when he was sweating, because his body never was stopped from doing what it naturally would do, he never produced like bad body odor from sweat. And so I honestly think if people just quit using all that shit and just washed regularly, you know.
Well, think back in the days when their armpits started smelling, they got water and a little rag and did the wash your maroo.
Yep. Donna, I don't have bad body odor unless I fart.
Like me, I can go. I've gone damn near 2 weeks without no deodorant, and I don't stink.
Yeah.
Now I'm like you said though. If I'm outside and I know I've been sweating, when I come in, I wash my face, my hands. I get a rag and some soap.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Because there's only like a very few underarm deodorants I can put on. Because like a lot of the stuff that most people buy, I can't put on because I break out in rash. Because of the aluminum sulfate. Yeah.
Yep.
My body goes, hey, that's you poison yourself, dummy.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it's like way hot outside, I have to. But in the wintertime, I just wash regularly. There's no reason to put that shit under my arms. It's unnecessary.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially if you're not going to be anywhere, because if you're around the same people all the time, there's that thing called nose blindness. That's actually that's a true thing. You can be in your house for 2 or 3 weeks and not know that it stinks, and someone else new walk in and go, "What the hell is that smell?"
Yeah. You know what's funny though? Last week I had made a slushy and then I had some extra bourbon in a cup and went to bed all nice and buzzed and everything. Next morning I got up, brushed my teeth, washed up, did all that stuff, but I didn't take a whole shower.
Yeah.
And I was just going over to my best friend's house and I was coming home and I got over there and she kind of looked at me, and she's one of those people that you would call a super smeller.
Yeah.
She's like super duper sensitive. And she kind of looked at me funny. She's like, when was the last time you drank something? And I'm kind of like, and I'm looking at my water bottle going, what do you mean? And she's like, no, like, I know you were drinking last night. Were you drinking this morning? And I'm like, no. She's like, because you smell like whiskey.
Well, yeah, because you smell it in your pores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
That's why people that do heavy drink all the time, even when they're not drinking, you still smell it. It smells like they just walked out of the freaking saloon or something, bathing in it. Because when they get to sweating, it's like, I had an uncle, man, I swear to God, when he started sweating, I was looking for someone cracking in a bottle of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Because that's what he smelled like. He smelled like Jim Beam being cracked open. I'm like going, you drinking? No. I was drinking last night. And I'm like, oh, it's oozing out of you.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
Gamer.
Wow.
As long as no rats or mice come crawling out, you're good.
Yeah. Be walking around. Where's that egg beater? Oh, there it is. I know I had a spatula around here somewhere.
I've noticed that the older I get, the less often I have to shave, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. Unless you like my wife, she got so much Indian in there, she barely grows hair.
Yeah.
Bitch. Yeah. That's like it is. People say, oh, you like beards. I said, no, actually, I hate them to a core. But I hate shaving worse than I hate the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate shaving. I do. I told a friend of mine one time I'd rather sneak in the house and cut 7 throats than have to shave my face. He goes, well, remind me if you need to shave, I'll let my wife shave you. I want my throat cut. I don't know. It just.
And I'm one of these people that I do it if the hair starts rubbing against my pants or something. But yeah, like Donna said, I shave my legs about once a month in the wintertime. And in the summer, if I'm going to be wearing shorts or something and going out in public, I'll do it. But, you know, I mean, like my birth mom, she showers and shaves her legs every single day. And I'm like, what a pain in the ass.
Well, yeah, that's bullshit. That's like I tell her all the time. Don't worry about your legs. I ain't after them. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Most guys, they're dead honest with you. They don't give a shit if you could braid the hair on your legs. They're after one thing when it comes to that certain point in time.
Exactly.
And they can care less what's on your legs because that's not where they're aiming for anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're that conscious of hair being on people, marry you an Indian woman. they don't grow hair good. They do good to keep it on top of the head.
Yep.
I got a friend of mine he's like 78% Cherokee. He's 53 now. Ain't got a single hair on his body.
Wow.
I swear, if you'd seen him in shorts with no shirt, you'd think he naring or waxing or something, but because his skin's like smooth as a freaking baby's ass.
Wow.
And I just look at him go. I take my shirt off and it looks like a gorilla escaped from the freaking local zoo.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I know. Don't that piss you off, little Lisa? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got some of my family members. They got so much Spanish and Mexican in them, and they're the same way. And I just look at them like bastards. Oh, shit. Come on, container man. That's to keep you warm in the winter, man. Got fat to keep you warm. I hear you. Oh, mercy. Well, gamer, if you find a chick with that much hair around that particular hole, you may want to reevaluate. Might want to start trying to check for a shaved Adam's apple. Just because it's shaved doesn't mean you can't feel it. It'd be like that guy was dating that girl all that time, and he's one of them, he liked to kind of hold his hand like this around her neck when they were doing it. And he kept feeling a lump right here. And he thought she had a tumor or something. No, she didn't have a tumor. She used to be a he, okay? And even though, like I told him, even though it's shaved down, it's still there.
Yeah.
He's all freaking out. And I said, how long you been with her? 6 years. Now you gonna worry about the fact that, 11 something years ago, she used to be a guy. She had all the surgery, so there's nothing left to the guy. Okay. So I said, that just makes you a little shallow there. Because if you truly love her, like you said, what she was in the past is, like me, I have a friend that done it and he's come on to me, but I told him, I said, I can't. And I said, it's not because I'm shallow. It's because I know who you are. I was raised with you. We played ball. We played out in the woods. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I know what's behind the curtains.
Yep.
But if I never knew him, been like, oh yeah, whatever,
Yeah, Don, I'm with you. The only time anybody's ever shaved me is when I had my C-section and when I had my hysterectomy.
Yeah.
That's the only time.
Yeah. Oh no, that's like when I woke up in ICU and all the hair off my leg was gone. Because I didn't know they had went through my growing all the way up to my brain,
Oh, yeah.
And they shaved, I'm a hairy son of a bitch, so they shaved everything. I mean, I was freaking bald. I'm talking about baby smooth bald. And I'm like, what in the fuck going around here? Then I lift the covers up. I'm like, God damn, they even got me down there. What the hell? Look like a 3-year-old boy that weighed 290 pounds.
And then when it grows back, oh my God.
Oh, yeah, ingrown hairs like a mofo. Oh, my God. I wanted to go back and choke that nurse so bad. Right there in that one area, you couldn't have just trimmed. You didn't have to go down to the skin. Come on, really?
Yep.
But she told me, I told her, she said, yeah, but baby, you got to believe what they were putting up into your growing into that main vein, you don't want anything surprising to sneak in. Yeah.
Yep.
She says, bad enough they made them sterilize the room 4 times before even doing the surgery.
Yep.
Make sure you don't end up with staph infection.
Yep.
They're sending tubes all the way up to your vein, all the way up into your brain. You don't want to be bringing hitchhikers with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, gamer. Those cheapo hospital razors are horrible.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how many cuts I got when they shaved me for my C-section.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
She probably nicked me 7 or 8 times.
Jesus. I don't know who they had done me, but she was good. Because she got spots in I wouldn't even dare to go into.
Well, I know they were kind of in a hurry when they were doing me, so.
Yeah, well, I was already in a coma and had tubes coming out of the orifice, so they knew they had to do it, but there was no rush because I actually stopped bleeding on my own the first set.
Yeah.
And then they had me scheduled for a later date because, they try to do it by severity of the case. I pretty much had stabilized in the coma, so they just had me in the room, but I can't remember what was going on, but all of a sudden the tube that was coming my head, they seen blood coming out of it again. And I remember as the nurse that was in there, she come with that white shit and shot it in my freaking IV and I was out. And then when I woke up, all the tubing and shit was out of my head. And I was like, oh, must have started bleeding again. And they went ahead and done the surgery. Yeah. But even before that, they done had me shaved down.
Yeah.
They shaved the shit out of me. I was like, God damn, man. She said, how much is that grooming going to cost me?
Yeah.
And I told that woman, I said, it's a good thing I was in a coma when y'all were shaving me down there, because if I'd been awake, I'd been swinging and punching. Because I thought of anybody getting around the boys with a razor blade. And, hey! Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, 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 nope. Of course, I remember I told that one nurse, I was like, oh, thanks. And she said, what for? I said, for the shave. Oh, we had to. I said, no, I ain't thanking you for that, asshole. I'm thanking you for the fact now it's going to come out 3 times fucking bush here. And I'm going to have to get me one of them Manscaped lawnmowers to keep it from growing like the weeds in the backyard. Because you know that old saying, they say certain areas you shave it that one time and it comes back thicker and thicker and thicker.
Yep.
Assholes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, when they had to shave my head, that side of my head, that she used the buzzer, but to get the fine stuff, they actually shocked the shit out of me, because when that lady came in to do that, she had the razors where you twisted the bottom and the deal opened up and you took, it was like a razor blade.
Mm-hmm.
She put a new one in and closed it. Yeah. But it was in a sterile bag, you know, because they send them to be sterilized. But I was like, damn, that's some old school razors there. But she said, yeah, but they shave, and they shave good. Yeah. Yeah. I tried to steal one of them things, man. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm talking about. You had the little dip on it, and it would open up like this. Take the blade out, put the new blade, and twist it back down. That's old school.
Yeah. But they work, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you can buy a pack of those razors, like 100 of them for $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, double-edged razor blades, all it was anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. I wonder if you can even find a place to even order old razors like that. I'd love to have one.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
I mean, if hospitals can get them, I'm sure you can.
Yeah. Oh, shit. You know what? Think about that. Watch this. I'm going to check something just for shits and giggles. Since they got everything else in the freaking world.
Yeah. Lisa, I tried shaving a guy before. I got about 3 razor strokes in, and he's like, okay, stop. And he had like a bunch of little nicks and shit. And I'm like, either I don't know what I'm doing, or you got a bad razor here. So,
holy shit, they have them.
Yep.
Yep. They sure the hell do.
Probably cheap as hell, too.
$2.
Yep.
Wow. Look at that shit. They even got straight razors. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Of course, I shake too much for a straight razor.
Yeah.
I tried to use my grandfather's one time, man. No. My hands shake way. I got so much nerve damage in my hands, they shake way too much. Yeah, sure is. Holy crap. Well, I don't know what I'm ordering next payday. In fact, I'm going to put it on my wish list. That way it'll be there in case it gets moved, you know?
Yep.
Let's see, add to wish list. And it's the one that takes the double-edged razors.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Okay.
And you can probably find 100 of those razors in a pack for.
Well, that's what I'm looking now. I'm looking for the blades. That's what yeah. Let's see. No, that's single. I need doubles. Where's the double edge? Oh, here we go.
What?
You 20-piece lot, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean 20 blades
Yep.
for free. Just pay shipping.
Nice.
So
What is
basically,
that, about $2?
$2 for 20 blades.
Yep.
Holy shit!
That'll last you quite a while.
Oh, what? Yeah. 'Cause I don't shave that off. Yeah. I usually buzz it down with a shears and then, and
Yep.
then shave, so. And I do that once in a blue moon. So, or when I get tired of having to try to trim it, I just start over.
Yep. Ken never uses a blade. He'll use his trimmers and trim it down, but
Right.
his skin is so sensitive that if he actually shaves with a regular razor all the way
I
to
do
the
too.
skin, he breaks out so bad.
If I shave, I had to shave with the old single blade bits. That's for sensitive skin. The ones got the real wide deals on them. That's the only thing I can use. If I I've tried those that like at Razor, that triple whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was like grating cheese through a grater.
Ooh. That's no good.
Yeah. And it's not my face is soft or nothing. It's just I get it's almost like running a razor across your freaking top of your calluses. It just
Yep.
I'm like oh no, I'm done. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially right here underneath my eyes. That's like the softest spot of my skin.
Yeah.
If I get anywhere near there, I always nick it. Always. Because it wants to wrinkle up.
Yep.
I tell people, you be funny. You don't realize how thin your skin gets till you start getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember as a kid, I used to wonder why my grandfather always had sores on his hands and right here. It's because his skin was so just,
Yeah.
all the elastic was gone in it, and it just anything he rubbed on it, it would just rip, tear, cut. Yeah. Of course, that and he was eat up with cancer too. That wasn't helping either.
Yeah.
The man already had one lung removed, half of the other one gone, and was still smoking.
Wow.
We had the first lung removed because of black lung from working in the coal mines. And then he only had one lung, and he was still smoking, still chewing tobacco, just everything he wanted to do. And then they had to cut part of that out because it just basically died.
Wow.
They did surgery to cut like the bottom tip off of it. Because right before he really started getting sick, he only had one lung and only had like 58% capacity in it. And was still smoking.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to laugh because when he was real older and he had that partial lung, he'd smoke a cigarette, and right when he got done, he'd have to sit for a while. He couldn't get right up because it's almost like he was stoned.
Wow.
Which basically was just a lack of oxygen to his brain.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Tampa boys.
Lived through all that shit. He made it through freaking World War II, made it through the Korean War, part of Vietnam War, the first whatever, how many years they were there.
Yeah.
Come home, work in a coal mine, have a lung removed, then have a bottom of another one removed, smoke all his life, and then he gets killed by a drunk teenager.
Wow.
That's the one I told you. He got T-boned.
Yeah.
A red light, and at his age, at 90 something, you're not recovering from crushed hip.
Yeah.
Yeah. He died like 2 weeks after he got crushed.
Yep.
He held on for 2 weeks though.
Wow.
He never left the hospital though.
Yeah.
And I know that pissed him off because he always said he wanted to die at home in his bed, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Bad
My
enough.
grandma was 91 and she fell and broke her pelvis in half, like front and
Yeah.
back. Broke it in half.
That's a death sentence.
She was in the hospital for a week and then in like an outpatient care, or not outpatient, but like a care center for
Yeah.
another 2 weeks. And then she went back to her assisted living home and carried on like, and the only thing she ever took for pain was Tylenol. Yeah.
Mm.
She was one hell of a woman.
Yeah, that's back when they broke those molds a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hell, if what was that show I was watching? They were talking about that, like talking about men's T levels. How even men nowadays don't even halfway add up to the men that were like in Vietnam. And then if they grade them against the men that were in like World War II, we're pretty much pansy pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
The
it comes,
testosterone level is really low in today's men.
well, you know why? Because all the additives and shit in the food.
Yep.
Yeah. Soy was never meant for a man to be eaten.
No.
No. That's where the term soy boy came from.
Mm-hmm.
Now, women, you're fine and dandy. I mean, you know.
Actually, soy can cause cancer, breast cancer, and ovarian cancer.
Because it's actually not estrogen. It mimics estrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why when I hear these people, oh, I had to put my kid on soy milk. I was like, oh, Jesus. Really? And why? Because their milk is too fucked up because they smoked and blah, blah, blah. And
Yep.
Yeah. Growth hormones and yeah.
When my daughter couldn't nurse because she was so little and so premature. But I pumped for a year and she got my milk for almost 18 months. And then we tried to transition her to regular milk and she just, her body couldn't handle it. And so we put her on, it was a soy-based formula for toddlers, but it was designed for preemies and, but she was only on that for like 6 months. And then we were able to slowly wean her onto regular milk. But
yeah,
I don't think soy formula should be used unless there's actually a medical reason for it.
Right. If it's the last dire need. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't remember what the name of that freaking documentary was.
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, I remember what it was called. It was called Pussifying America. That was the name of it. Pussifying America. Yeah. Yeah. But he had a lot of interesting facts in it,
Yep. Not doing too bad, Kathy. How are you doing?
I don't remember what that guy's name is. Jesus. I like him because he asked both sides of the aisle pretty much when it comes to medical terms and shit. And it's always funny to watch how you have, you got goofballs on both sides. Don't get, But it's funny though, even the basic shit, when he asked the one side, they basically stood there like freaking, just like, like a deer in headlights because they had no answer.
Yeah.
And and then they said, well, I didn't know how to word it. Well, at least word it something because they're standing there going. And the other guy's over there shooting off facts and statistics and shit. And I said, you basically look like a dumbass and,
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not winning your argument, okay?
Yep.
But I like him because he's fair to both sides.
Yeah.
And either side, he'll call bullshit because he knows himself. Because he's got like 7 PhDs.
Well,
he's not an idiot. he'll call bullshit on both sides. That's why a lot of them get mad at him and won't come back on his show.
Yep.
And he also just put a new one out called Fatherless America.
Mm.
Talking about how the system was designed for women to kick the man out of the house and, out of the kid's life because they offer them benefits, the housing and the food and the welfare and all that.
Donna, I sent you that picture today, didn't I? That said something about why fathers are so important, or
Mm-hmm.
You should show that. I can't get to it right now on my phone, but it's freaking hilarious.
I don't know if I can. Hold on.
See, where is that?
I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, Donna, at least you can smell the poopy and try to find it. I can't smell it. So Ken will come home and go, "What's that smell?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't smell nothing."
Right. Come on. Here we are.
Oh, Donna found it.
I'm gonna download it.
You should be able to share your screen, I think.
Yeah, you don't have to download it.
I don't know how to do all that.
Go down there where it says share screen, bring the picture up, and then hit share screen.
Huh?
Look at the bottom of StreamYards. There's a deal that says share screen. Click it. And it's you look up and you bring the picture up in that window and hit share.
All right, Tampa boys, thanks for coming in. Have a good night. Yeah, Cherokee, it is a little strange without Dreams. I'm not sure where she is.
Might be her break night.
Yeah, who knows?
Or she's not feeling well again, all swelled up again.
Yeah.
I know that one night she wasn't on that much, and she sent pictures on Facebook. They're like, "Yeah, you swole."
Yeah.
That one on.
Hey, Dwayne, welcome.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get ready to get up here in a minute anyway. Ward Duck done sent me like 3 notices he's on. It's game night.
Ah.
Yeah, I wish he'd start coming back to YouTube. I miss Ward Duck being on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I'm a member of Mixer, so.
What platform is he using now?
Mixer.
Oh, okay.
For Microsoft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
There it is. Oh, are you getting it, Anthony?
Oh, I can.
Because I just clicked on it, but nothing happened.
Yeah, but hit control on your keyboard, baby, and then take your mouse wheel and move it up.
Huh?
Just listen to me. Hit control on your keyboard and take your mouse and the little wheel button, scroll it up. It'll zoom the picture in. Because it's hard to see when it's that small.
Okay.
Okay, Kathy.
Hang on, let me go show it. It's a neat little trick where you don't have to go into zooming on it. Nope, look. You gotta get over the picture like this. Hit control.
Oh, Nancy, I wonder how much you're going to raise your rent.
Oh, hang on, I'll get to the picture. Hold on, working on it. Oh, wrong screen. Man. Let me get to where do you have the picture at?
No.
I know what I'm doing. I just got to find where you actually what screen you have the picture. You got too many screens open.
I got it down here.
No.
Yeah, I hope they don't raise it too much.
All right, bring it back up.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
There.
This is why fathers are important.
Yeah, she definitely in the wrong room. Yeah.
I actually posted that on Facebook a couple of years ago, and it popped up in my memories, and I'm like, I got to share that with some people. I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You want me to stop?
All you gotta do is hit stop sharing. It'll go away. There you go. But yeah.
A friend of mine out in Washington, I sent that to him, and he replied, he said, you'd be surprised how many times I've walked into a men's bathroom and seen that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, 'cause we had one here, he found out real fast. He's one of those that, he identifies as a female, which is, that's his business. But he made a mistake of going into the girls' bathroom. And there was a bunch of little girls in there, and the fathers came unglued.
Oh.
Because this is one of those you can't pass as a female, okay? I don't care how much makeup you put on him, how many different color wigs you put on him. He's a dude, okay? Yeah. And, he got his ass beat right there in the store.
Oh, wow.
He put up a good fight, but there was 7-on-1, so he hit back.
Now there's a guy here that works at Family Dollar Family Dollar down in Blackhawk, and wears makeup, has long hair, curls it, the whole bit. Wears long
I have no problem with it, but the thing is,
obviously a guy, and has a name tag that says Crystal and all that, and hey, that's her business, whatever.
Yeah.
But
what made this so bad is once they beat the shit out of him, they got a hold of his phone. He was actually in there taking pictures underneath the stalls.
Oh, hell no.
And that's the only problem I have. I'm not saying every one of them that goes into the wrong bathroom is doing that, but when you have assholes like that doing it, it makes you all look bad. Exactly. Yeah. And nobody's willing to take the chance to see if you're the honest one or not. Yeah. And besides, you don't need to be in there in a stall, because most of the women's bathrooms don't even have doors on it.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's for a little girl to go in there and see you standing there with your pants cocked down, pissing in the toilet like a dude is not okay. Okay.
Yep.
At least if you're gonna act like a girl, sit down
Yeah.
and piss. You know. That way, if she happens to walk by the stall, you look like somewhat of a woman sitting on the toilet. You know.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Besides that, our Walmart has 3 bathrooms in it.
Yeah.
You got men, women, and whatever the fuck you want to call yourself bathroom.
Yeah. They call it a family bathroom.
Yeah. Well, here it's got the female and the male sign kind of cross, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're trying to help them as much as they can. I mean, we
Yeah.
are a southern state. Usually we tell people like that, go to your own fucking bathroom.
Yep.
What gender are you? Well, I identify as a girl. What's hanging between your legs? Men's room's that way. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's okay if the bathroom was empty, but you know the fact that he was actually in there snapping pictures, and that's
Yeah.
what started out thing. Because one of the little girls come out and said he told her mama that somebody was reaching a phone up underneath the deal, and she didn't know what was going on. She was a little kid.
Yeah.
I think she was 4 or 5, something like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking sick bastard.
Yep.
That's where I got that joke. I identify as a female, but I'm a lesbian.
Yeah.
Because pretty much that's what he was doing. Wanted to act like he was a woman, but yet he's trying to catch pictures of little girls.
He was dressing as a woman just to be a pervert.
Right, exactly. Thank you. And I'm not saying that's all of them, but you know, it's kind of like that. You know, one of y'all do it, it sticks to the name. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, that might be small-minded, but that's what a third of this country is, small-minded.
Yep.
If not half. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, all my kids are grown, thank God. They didn't have to go through that retarded shit.
Yeah.
Or even they did, it wasn't broadcasted.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I've been to bars that was nothing for some dude in a dress and a fucking wig in there with a fucking dress pulled up, pissing in the urinal. Or at least he knew what fucking bathroom to use.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I think I'm gonna hop off here and
All right.
get some other stuff done. So
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.
yep, thanks for coming up. Thanks to everybody in chat.
See y'all later.
We shall see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.
You too. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.